Lots of these i4 gang things and all. Some lie in the share, some belong to the sister. Nobody wants them no more. Years ago you had computers and stuff. I was thinking of using, see like these big boys here, like. See, that looks pretty neat there, like. It's got the surge protector and all that. But all you need is a surge protector at the very first plug. So basically what's going to happen, this cable here that I have here now, that's the main one. I'll put a 13 amp plug in that. And then you can put a surge protector in the socket. That runs to that 6 gang thing over there. The first one, I'm getting them labelled now, like. These are all remote control things here. That's the idea then. First one is going to be the TV. Next one's going to be the fireplace. Next one is going to be the yellow lights. And then the other one's going to be the blue lights. There's yellow lights built in there, big tubes of yellow lights. Very rarely on. And the other one's going to be the blue lights. Blue and white ones, the ones I mostly use. They're set. One set in there, one set in there, and there's usually one around the TV. I never put it around this new TV. So what you do then, say the blue set of lights, you run that there 4 gang thing, and then you run that set onto there, that set onto there, and if I want then, the other one's up on the TV. Do you see there, it's factory fitted. So these are all pretty old things here, like, but they just lie about, don't they get dust. Years ago when you bought them, you could rewire them. See the wires come, you can rewire them. So like that one there, I've taken the wires out of that. And I don't know whether it was the matter of saving money, but they changed them then, that you can't unwire them. That one there can be unwired. So most of these older ones, that's why I use them. That one there can't be unwired. So like that, there's probably the pound shop there. And it comes with a wee short lead. And the wee short lead's grand for what I'm doing here. So I have a wee 4 gang thing on the yellow lights, and a wee 4 gang thing on the white lights. And there's a big gap in my fire there at that side. They're just sitting there behind there. And then I'll run the cables to where they have to go. So there shouldn't be any cables behind here. The only cables that be is the TV and the fire bulb itself will be a wee short thing. I'll just tie that one wee cable under the side. It keeps everything neat, and if anything goes wrong with a power cut, all I have to do is open the door of the wee fireplace, and all you do is you hold that in and push the button on the remote control for about 3 seconds, and that's it programmed. Couldn't get any handy to program. The only thing with that 6 gang thing there is pretty tight. The sockets together. I couldn't put one in the middle. But if you run short, you can get another wee short one of them, and that gives you another 4, like, if you want to space them out. So I'm running. So the TV, the one that goes to TV is not going to go from a TV cord all the way down. I'm going to put a 4 gang thing up there. So anytime you want to take the TV away, just unplug it there, rather than have to thread the wires down every time. And that's why you want the ones you can rewire and all. So I can cut the flex off these here now, the right length. I'll stick one of them up there for the TV. Them other ones is coming down. So I'll stick one in the right place for the TV. And a bit of hand in there only the TV. I'll use the one with the light. And then I'm going to run a spare one that's doing nothing. It's for nothing. I'll put it in at the same time. And future proof. Future proof. If I ever get a electric clock or something else I want to do, it's already in. Instead of having to pull this apart again. Because you don't know, like, when I bought that there, there were video recorders. And now when the Amazon sticks, the technology changes that quick. So I'll get a couple of these wee things right up now. I've a hot glue gun on now. And I'm going to glue these sockets in place. Now, all I do is thread this flex down. Gravity, take it down. I'll double check the measurements again, just to make sure that socket's not going to clash with the TV. I want to sort it up near the top of the TV where it's easy to get at. The power lead goes on this side, and it just lies loose. You get the idea, like. Nothing uses big power no more. Years ago, them things were overheated and all. People overloaded them. That TV's 120 watts, and if you switch it on, it's set up with the factory eco mode. They won't even be pulling 120 watts. You have to turn all the eco mode off and all to push it. My plasma is 250. My projector is 250 watts. So the plasma is actually a smaller screen than that. If you actually put your face up near the screen for plasma, you feel the heat off them. So plasma is ideal for the bedroom. You want to be a bit extra heat in your bedroom. But that's it now. I'm waiting for the glue gun to heat up. Where's the other one now? So I haven't bought these. These are all lying around the shed. If you bought new ones now, they wouldn't be as good, like. They'd be all, you can't cut them, like. You get the idea now, like. So I don't really need that third one. I'm putting it in for the sake of putting it in. So that's it now. Once the glue gun heats up, I'll glue these two up and then I'll cut the wires to the right size. And I need to get the wires pulled out of there. So there was a whole pile of wires here originally. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's about 6 wires running along here. I can take all that away. And this side here, how many I had them? There's 3 wires on that side. So I'll pull them out now and I'll thread them on the bottom. So that would be a good one. You wouldn't realise there's so much work. Somebody would come in and just see a TV up on the wall, like, you know. But I like the remote controls and all. You're going in here. There's the wee control there, like. The wee thing, it's actually wore out, like. I've brand new ones in the shed. But it's still working. Piles of brand new ones in the shed. Because we stopped using them. Right, this is where I've got now. It looks complicated. There's 4 wires coming out of there. There's 3 wires coming out of there. And there's 2 coming from up there. I had to take one of them sockets off. I'll tell you the reason. 3 core flex. 3 kilowatts of power. It's only going to power 10 watt light. But what I'm doing, see, I'm using a different color. That's how lawnmower flex. You know a lawnmower with fly mowers and all go done? Anything goes done, I cut the flex off. That's just 2 core flex there. So the 2 core flex on that side, the 2 core flex on that side is running straight to the yellow lights. I say they're about 10 watts or less. The 3 core flex is going to go to a 4 socket board inside there, and that's going to power the wee 5 watt LED lights, 10 watt LED lights. But the reason why there's extra, come Christmas time, I'll plug my Christmas trees and all in there. So it needs to be 3 core in case sometime I get a lamp that needs an earth. While the 2 core, the reason I'm using 2 core, that's more than big enough for what power has been pulled. That would do 1000 watts, and say it's only doing about 15 at most. But that's just a gap, the thickness of the flex. I have piles of like 3 core, but it's just not enough a gap through the holes. And the same that side. So I'll know now, I know by the colour coding now which flex is what when I'm in here. So what I'll do now is I'll get these 13 amp plugs on, get them in, and get them where they're going to go. Find out what length of flex I need, and then I'll run it up inside. I keep a wee bit of spare inside them cabinets. And then that'll get all that tidied up. I might get a wee pot plant or something to hide them cables in the meantime. There won't be too much showing there. I say I'll bring them straight up and same with the other side. So that all said, I bought that wee lava rock. I'm going to plug it into a 4 gang thing, you see. That's the idea why I want a 4 gang thing spare, because you get something extra. I'll probably end up taking this shelf out. Days of DVD players are sort of gone now, but all streaming. And I say I have a Blu-ray player and all, but I'll be keeping that in the main bedroom now for the projector. Saying that, the Blu-ray player will be better for in here because that's 4K, that TV. And I'll put the DVD player in the bedroom because it's 1080. Well, this day my leading all there for it anyway. So I'll start getting these wired up now. It looks a wee bit of a mess, but it's actually organised now, like. Get a wee pair of wire strippers now to speed me up putting on these 13 amp plugs. But people aren't sure how to wipe a 13 amp plug. See, all the younger generations never learn this anymore. Second letter in blue is L. Second letter in blue is L. So L is for left. That goes to the left hand side of your plug. Second letter in red is R. So R is for right. And the one that's left over Earth will go up at the top. 5 amp fuse. You need to check your fuses as well. Like, I might change them lights to say 3 amp. Don't need a 5 amp. But the one I use, the 4 socket board, that'll be 13 amp on here, and then the actual plug that plugs into it'll be 3 amp. These two wired up now, like, say second letter in blue is L for left, second letter in brown is R for right, and the F goes in the top, and I put a 13 amp fuse in them because they're going to 4 socket boards, and then plugging in this one, which I've called blue lights, and it's going to be thing I've called blue lights. And when I plug that in, that'll just stick in there behind, So I'll just screw on this top here quickly. That's the first one done now. There's nothing live yet. The very last plug I'll put on is the live one. So there's no power going to nothing here. That can just sit in there loose. I'm not going to screw that in nothing. There's plenty of room behind there. It's just the way the fire was. And that'll sit in there loose like that. Take this bit of slack out here. That's for the yellow lights. The yellow lights going next. So bring that over that side. Don't want them all mixed up. The cable's a bit of gap on down the bottom of there, so they can go behind there like so. Nice and neatly does it. Get the idea now. So there's a wee bit of slack cable so we can pull that out. A wee bit of slack cable so we can pull that out there. And so just tuck in behind. Like so. Next one I'll do now, this is only 2 core. So this is going now directly to the yellow lights, or the big yellow bulbs. So they'll just be connected with one of these wee connectors here. That's how we connect them on. You get wee modern push fit ones now, so you do. Forget the name of the brand. A lot simpler, but I have them. So that's put a 13 plug in that now as well. But there's no chance of ever putting anything else on that. That's going straight to one of them connectors and straight to one light. And that'll be covered with a 3 amp fuse. These wires is in there now. All I have to do now is, everything's wired up. That's the HDMI cable, that's the TV cable. I bought these wee things here on that Chinese website. So I'm going to put them in there and run the white cable up and you won't see it. And the advantage of that is you can pull the cable out when you want. It's not like the wee clips you bang in with a nail. The flex just clips into that. Like so. I need to peel these off now. Can I do it with one hand? Let's see. Oh, I'm putting dirt on it. So you get the idea. If I go on, I'm not focused now. It's all that hassle. See, I'm using a phone. If it stick on, what is it? Stick on in there. You see, you won't see it from here. I'll just pause and put these other 2 on. So I'll put 3 of them on. I'm going to use the 2 of them for the big heavy white flex and 1 for this DMI. And the white flex, there's a wee bit of a gap between the fire, you see. And if you've got a big lump of white flex, it'll show up. So the white flex has to be behind this wee bit of stone. That clicks in pretty easy. The cables are twisted. So I'll miss that one out there now for this DMI cable. And that one, see, it's hard for me to, because I can't even see what I'm doing. So there's that cable, and now the HDMI cable can click in there. So them different size of cables, and then we clips there to hold it. Bad little focus. So I think I need one more for the, one more high up, and that'll do the job. That's the top of the fire there, you see. But it's just that there's a wee inch gap there. I need it for a photographer. So you see from here now, look, it's neat, doesn't it? Like, neat. So I put on all 2 wee clips, and that should do the job. Pushing this side cloth back up. Half that cloth's all covered in bird shite. So it's amazing how much noise there is when that there's loose there. Really noisy. So you get the idea now, like. And I'm sure if you, like, a duvet cover is not going to suffocate you, is it? Like, a pillow with a duvet cover wouldn't. So it should be alright. Air should still get through ventilation. The chimney brush back in place now. So that's the job in here done. Such. It's going to need a good clean. It should fell down again. I'll give it a good hoover before I put that front on. Now I have to do now is make all these connections here. And obviously I need a panic there. I thought, where's the TV lead? TV's plugging into there. So I was going to run a spare socket, but I'm one short. So I need ones you can wire up to put into these here, you see. So I take that spare one off. If I ever need one again in the future, sure I can stick it in. There's the 4 socket thing wired up now. I've lost a wee screw, it's fell on the floor somewhere. and that wee cap just goes on like so. So that big thick 3-core yellow flex, that's coming from a 4-socket board behind that granite, and so that'll run the wee tiny, there's my lights inside there. So you see there's a big yellow tube, and the wee blue and white ones, wee Christmas tree lights. So the wee blue and white ones I have on all the time. Very rare them yellow ones is on, but too bright, but they run up the whole length. So them yellow ones will go straight to the 2-core flex. This idea now, I get the remote control, switch on the wee sensor, goes down the big thick flex, into this 4-gang thing in here, and then there's the wee transformer that runs the wee lights. And I say if I want to put another lamp on underneath, I just plug it in beside, and the one remote control does the whole lot. See, as a remote control, so you're running about and there's 4 remote controls, but there's probably 8 or 9 things getting switched on. Each one of them has got standby power, like it's all using power. That's not to say I don't have remote controls, there's plenty of them there, but you're using double the power. So I'll do the wee narrow orange flex now, and should be wired up now, just one of these wee boys, and then that's it tape, straight to that big yellow light. The power on now. So the first thing I need to do, that's the first socket there, I need to test it with my wee socket tester. I don't know if I fit in, I need to unplug one of these and plug in the socket tester. So everything's okay, everything's all in. So now I plug this in now and we'll start checking all the other sockets to make sure they're all wired up right. Programming them in, I'll just switch them all on. So now there's power going now. Check this one out here. This is awkward, this here, boys. I'm going to tap this and plug it in. That one's okay. The one on the other side is okay. The one inside the fireplace is okay. Let me check the other one. The other one's okay. That's the one with the yellow lights. So that's the yellow lights on now. And the last one is the TV. So there's the idea now, the yellow lights. Big yellow lights the whole way up. So you have the yellow lights on. Originally when I moved into the house, I wired up the yellow lights there, and I put yellow lights underneath the sofa too. You know, a bit like Top Gear. It was too bright. And it's just over the years I stopped using it. I got the TV mounted and all wired up. I had to get the wall painted now, but I'm going to get some plaster and get that all fixed up. Originally what I done when I moved into the house, I had a video recorder and stuff like that. I had a free sat recorder up there, and what I done, I had white wood going across here, and the white wood going up above and down, and that had the satellite cables and all that came on, the TV aerials that came in. Your big SCART leads back in them days. It wasn't HDMI, it was SCART leads. So the SCART leads took up quite a bit of space. And I had all the sockets and all behind the TV. But say this TV, it's just too tight to the wall. So I have put spacers now in the bracket. I have a temporary 10 watt LED light there to shine behind, but I have to get another nice wee light behind that TV. And so all the cables now have been taken away from there, and all the controls have been put in behind this fireplace. So I stuck a mirror in there. So last time, like the bulb was still just sitting there. I stuck a mirror in there, but there's all the remote controls there. I would need 2 hands now to work it. But there's the remote controls. That's what they look like. So I have a mirror now sitting on top of the sockets up here, so you don't actually see them. There's 4 controls all together. There's one of them working. I'm going to switch them on now and find out what they're working. So if I push button 1, button 1 puts on the blue lights on each side and the fire effect. So that's the one I'm using all the time. Button 2 puts on the TV. I say that's the 10 watt light that needs to change to look at the LEDs. But these controls, you can have as many of them as you want working off one button. You don't have to have one for each one. So I haven't programmed 3 or 4 now. What have I got down 4 for there? I can't remember, you know. Oh, 3 is done. So 3 is, so button 4 is the big yellow lights. I have big yellow lights in there as well. That's brighter, but I never use them too bright. So rather than have a control for that blue light, a control for that blue light, and a control for that light and all the rest, that one control goes to a 4-socket gang thing, which I've put in there. They're all in behind that gap. So then the wires from that run across and into that 4-gang thing. The wires from that run across into that 4-gang thing. Then inside here, then you've got 4-gang things. It's all 4-gang things. So all them cables now in the bottom, I'm going to have to wait to get my skirting board painted, and then I'll clip them along the bottom of the skirting board. It'll be real neat. And the same this wee light. I've got this wee light going on now as well. I need to get a brighter bulb for that. But so that's everything off. Close the door. That's the job. This phone keeps cutting out. Maximum recording time being reached again. The memory's going short on it, so I need to transfer it onto the SD card. So all Luna's toys on top of the sofa now, they should be on the floor. But I had to get her out of the way to get the wires.